Hello, welcome to the lesson. Today we're going to be looking at creating tabs with a program called Flat.io. Now, this is a free program to use. It is on the internet, which is very useful for sharing tabs, etc. So let's get right to it. We're going to start by going to New Score or Tab, clicking that, and now the title. This is a minor riff that I'll be creating the tab for today. So I'm going to title it Minor Riff. I'm going to go down to Plucked Strings if I want guitar. Select it, and then click Classical Guitar. Now you're going to want to make sure that this Use Tablature is turned on. You can click it here to toggle it on or off. If you have it off, then it will not give you a tablature, and it will only give you standard notation. So next you click Create, and here we go. I'll start off by playing that example for you. Here it is. There's my little riff. So first we're going to want to add the appropriate amount of measures. So what we're going to do is click Measure at the top here, go to Insert Measures After, and add 3 more measures for a total of 4 measures. Now we're ready to start adding the tab. So we're going to go back to Note, and now a housekeeping thing I like to do, just for ease of use, is since this riff uses eighth notes, I'm going to take these rests here and turn them into eighth notes. And this will make a little bit of sense in a minute why I'm doing this. I'm going to go under the rest. I'm going to select here, under the first rest, where my first note will go, and click a 3. And it's that simple. So I'll type in now the rest of my riff. But I want to keep this rest. So what I'm going to do, select under this rest, skip over this one, and then type in the rest. There we go. Now, if I want to complete this, what I'm going to do is copy and paste this a couple more times because we had a very similar thing in the next few measures. So we're going to select this by clicking and dragging over it. I'm then going to click Copy, select the first rest in the second measure, and click Paste. Now I'm going to do that 2 more times. Oh, now you'll see I have an extra measure. So I'm going to go back to Measure and hit Remove Measure. There we go. I have our 4-measure riff. However, you'll notice that there is a difference in what I played in this. The slight difference in the 2 licks is that I played on the 5th fret here and here the first time, but on the 6th fret here and here. So I have to change these. So I'm going to go click right there on the number 5 and then type a 6 and change it. This is really useful if you have a riff like this that's very similar with a small difference, or when making exercises with scales or arpeggios where maybe you want the same rhythmic exercise with a major 7 and a minor 7 arpeggio, then you only have to change 2 notes every time through. So you can do it once and then just make the small edits. Bada bing, bada boom, you're done. If I want to listen to it, I can go up to here and hit play. And there we have it. So if I want to change the speed, I can click the tempo here. Let's say that was too slow. So I want to change it to 120. So I simply type that in, hit save. It's much better. So yeah, that tempo changing is a great device if you want to play along with a riff. Maybe you've typed it in, but it's a little too fast. You need to practice it slower and you want to play along with something, you could use that for this. If you wanted to do it maybe 10 times in a row. You can copy and paste it 10 times if you wanted to. So yeah, now we're going to take a look at one more feature. So we're going to go back to the main library now. To do that, we're going to click the little icon here and then hit My Library. So let's say I really love Led Zeppelin and I'm looking for Led Zeppelin tabs. I can click here where it says search for music scores and people and type in Led Zeppelin. Now a bunch of tabs and scores will show up. But let's say these are showing examples with saxophones and clarinets and whatnot, as you can tell by the icons on the right hand side here. So let's say I just want a guitar tab. So I'm going to click electric guitar, and nobody's fault but mine. Perfect. After I've clicked on that, it'll take me to the tab. And now let's listen to it and make sure it sounds good before we do anything. So it sounds legit. So I'm going to add it to my collection by clicking Add to Collection here. I'm going to select Scores, Add, and it says it's been added. So now I'm going to go back to my library. And there it is. It'll be saved here in my library if I ever want to access it again. So that is our lesson for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.